Hey y'all, welcome to Faith Budgets. On this channel, I'll be posting videos about how I use a zero-based budget, sinking funds, cash stuffing, and savings challenges to pay off debt and save at the same time. If that's content that you're interested in, then please keep watching and definitely hit that subscribe button and join me as I try to reach financial freedom.
You've been hiding in the shadows way too long.
Hey guys, welcome back. Good morning or good evening. It's morning here for me. It's Saturday morning, so nice fall, crisp, cool Saturday morning here in Tennessee. We had a little bit of thunderstorms last night, bringing in some colder weather today and on Sunday. I think Sunday's supposed to get really cold, but it's really looking like fall here. So pretty. Let me know in the comments if you guys are having that fall weather where you're at. It's so beautiful. I love this time of year. It's just before it gets super cold. You know, it's still okay to be outside doing things, and it's fairly comfortable. But it's beautiful. I love the colors on the trees and all of the different kinds of trees with different leaves, the different colors, reds, orange, yellows. It's beautiful. But anyway, we're here today to do the first paycheck in November. The budget with me for that paycheck. So like a paycheck budget breakdown for and cash breakdown so that I can see where I need to pull the cash out for this pay period. I get paid every 2 weeks. So I do first a monthly budget overview. So I'll link that here. That is the November of the whole month. Looking at all my bills and my estimated income that I'm projected to bring in. And then after I subtract the bills from that, then I will see how much I have left to go to variable spending and then sinking funds and savings challenges too. So I do it that way first with the monthly, and then so now I break it down into paychecks. I used to get paid, I used to budget every week because I was married and our pay periods were opposite. So he was paid 1 week and then I was paid the next. So I did a weekly budget, but now it's every 2 weeks. But now after I do the budget for the 2 weeks, I break it down into further for the cash stuffing. So I do cash stuffings once a week so that I can keep my wallet fresh and like do a restart with my wallet. And it gets me checking in my sinking fund. You know, I feel better. It holds me more accountable if I do it weekly. I just got so used to doing it that way. I really love that routine. So, and I am a creature of habit. So it is sometimes hard to break those habits, and I really like that weekly check-in with the cash and, you know, making sure everything's on track. All right, now, so this is from Etsy creator, and this is from my Etsy shop, Faith Rooted Designs, and I'm still having the sale 25% off. So go check that out if you want some dashboard savings challenges, having all that on there. And this planner is from Missy Money. Got my new one ready for 2026. I have it here. I don't have it ready. I've still got to do some work on the initial pages in the front with, you know, setting up the budget and my sinking funds and looking at the year as an overview, but breaking it down monthly. So a 12-month look at what I need to set back as far as sinking funds for things that are coming up throughout the year of 2026. So let's just turn over to November. Oh, I know what I'm forgetting. The budget, the Bible trivia. I forgot to get that out, so let's grab one. Oh, we're getting everything. Here's one. Getting down to almost the end. We got a few more left, so I think I have another Bible trivia card set. It's a bigger one. We'll go to that one next after we finish this one. Okay, so Bible trivia question for today is, who created the universe and everything in it? Was it Big Bang, Jesus, or alien species? I think we all know this one. This is a pretty easy one today. Okay, so that's the Bible trivia. I'll give you guys the answer at the end. And let's just get in here to budget number 1 for November. I just get 2 paychecks in November. It's not a magic month, so only got 2. So we'll flip to number 1. And that was on 11/6. That was my birthday. I did have a wonderful birthday. My kids my boys. And of course they, told me happy birthday. And then I'm seeing my older son this weekend. My younger son came by, and then I'll see my sisters this weekend as well. We're kind of having a get together at my son's, and then my best friends, the ones that I go on the girls trip with, they surprised me with a little birthday get together. Just one of my friends reached out. We were going to go out to eat, just me and her, and then everybody else came too. So they surprised me. And then one of my friends, her husband came too, and we ate at a restaurant and got to hang out, and it was wonderful. And one of my best friends, one of them, they paid for my meal, and then they gave me like a journaling kit and some pens and some bookmarks. Just so super thoughtful. I mean, just they didn't have to get me anything. We don't do we don't feel obligated to give gifts for birthdays and things, but they just really wanted to pick me up and let me know that I'm not alone. So I have the best friends in the world, including you guys. So I wanted to take this time too to thank you for the comments in I think it was one of the videos. I'm not even sure which one. I skimmed through. I just haven't had a whole lot of time to to make comments. I try to get on there and like, and then I don't have a lot of time to do the comments because I have to do it on my desktop. I don't like doing it on my phone because it puts the comment on the wrong. It puts my reply on the wrong comment on my phone. Anyway, so I'm old. I'm technology. I'm not real technology savvy. But anyway. There was comments on there, I think something about my giving, that I'm not tithing. Am I walking the walk? If I'm talking the talk. And you guys just came in there and just had my back. I really appreciate that. And you guys know my heart. So, and I hope this lady will stay around and she'll learn to know my heart as well. We're all different in the ways that we, financially contribute or tithe or whatever you may call it. Or, we're all different in that. So, and we're all, like one of the ladies said in the comments, on this channel, we're kind. So yes, you are exactly right. We are kind on this channel, and I love that. That's what I love about this channel. So I don't plan to say anything back, like negative, or try to defend myself or anything like that, because I know, and the Lord knows where my heart is. So, and that's the only thing that matters to me. So I have a relationship with Jesus, and I hope everyone else does too. You have your own personal relationship with Jesus, and we do what we can to serve him. And it may not be financially, just things that I felt led to do. That's what I'm going to do. If he puts something on me that I need to do to serve him, then I will try my best. I will try my best to do that. And I've always been told by my mom, both my grandmothers, if you don't have anything nice to say, then don't say anything at all. So that's just kind of how I have always been my whole life. I might say something a little bit negative, maybe to my closest friends, or maybe to my kids sometimes, my sons, or my closest family. But I try not to be ugly, especially to people that I don't know. If I'm saying something negative to people I don't truly know. So, and I don't know that she meant it to be negative, or I don't know her heart either. So, but I thank you guys for sticking up for me and, letting her know my heart, because you guys have been here and you know where I'm coming from. So thank you guys so much. I love you guys. And it's so good to have this community. And I know everyone in the comments enjoys and really benefits from communicating with each other, in the comments, and learning from each other. Gosh, yes, I've learned so much from you guys. Just the tips and advice and support, encouragement. It's just amazing. I just cannot believe it. I never thought I would have this here, just when I started this channel, to hold myself accountable and try to be a little bit more consistent with my budget and reach out to like-minded people. But you guys are awesome. You blow me away. So thank you guys so much. I just wanted to take that time to thank you all, and I appreciate you. So let's just get started in here with the budget. I did get some massive overtime. I worked my tail off the last 2 weeks. I have, you get that fear of, can I do this? Am I going to be able to make it? And so we were offered overtime, and I took advantage, and I worked my tail off. So look here. I got $688 in overtime. Guys, that is like half my rent. And that's just half my paycheck, for this month. So that's awesome. I thank the Lord, good Lord, for that too, giving me the opportunity for overtime, giving me the, the health and stamina, I guess. I don't know if that's the right word, but that I can do the overtime and I'm not burning out. So I'm thankful for that. So I'm just having a little bit of trouble with my rheumatoid arthritis, but I think that's the inflammation. I don't want to increase my medications. I'm trying not to. I'm looking into some different supplements to try to naturally reduce those inflammations and not take those prescription medications. It's just, I'm only I just turned 47. I've had rheumatoid arthritis for 3 years. And the medication that I'm on, has long-term effects. If you take it for long-term, I'd already have to have that eye exam done once a year because it does cause some irreversible damage and could lead to blindness. So that's scary. And my doctor has mentioned maybe lowering my dose, but I've had the flare-ups, so she said, no, we don't need to lower it. So I'm doing some research, guys. So more to come on that. I want to try to have a cleaner medication regimen, I guess. I want to try to work on my gut health. And I think the gut is kind of the root of a lot of things. It filters everything, and it helps with things that have to go through your liver, because your liver has to filter all these medications and chemicals and things that we put in our body. So I'm a medical nerd anyway, because I'm a medical coder. So I do like all that medical research and things like that. I want to see what's behind the products. So I will let you guys know more about that after I do a little more research. But something else I'm working on for myself. So with that being said, and that'll cover the period from 11/6 to 11/19. Let me zoom you guys in. Okay, that's a little better. Okay, so for this half of the month, so the first two weeks pay period will be, the SUV will be $400. Mortgage, my half of the half, so I pay half of the mortgage at the house that I had with my ex-husband. We're still trying to sell it. Had some lookers. They are looking at a couple more, waiting to see what they say about those. And as of last week, that was, our house was the top of the list. But they are probably going today or tomorrow to look at a couple more. They're from out of town, so like way out of town. They flew in. So for my mortgage, I pay $429 on this paycheck and $429 on the second one. So that's for the house that I have with my ex-husband. And that's the only thing that I pay there now. That's it. And that's so that I can get my half of the equity when it sells. I know that's not fair, but and then I'm paying rent here. So I'm at the rental, getting settled and everything. So for the auto insurance, I think I split it. I took some out of this paycheck, some out of this one. So $177 here. The internet, I did the same because it was a little bit higher than I had thought, because it was kind of like a month and a half. So, or a month and a few, I don't know. It was a little bit more than what my normal monthly will be. So I put 40 here and I put the rest on the other paycheck. And the electric, I'm still estimating 140. And then Apple storage, 110. And then my life insurance, independent life insurance outside of my employer, that's 27. So that's a total of $1,223 for the bills or the things that are left in the bank. Now we move on to the wallet, the variable expenses. This will be, some of these categories I did lower to kind of help with adding more money to the rent envelope. So groceries is going to be $200. That'll be $100 a week, and that'll be for everything that I do at my Walmart pickup. It'd be food and also any kind of household items that I might need here at the rental for bathroom, household, anything like that. Gas is going to be $80, so it'll be $40 a week. And then eating out is $40. Giving is $30. Shopping is $40. Medication's $40. And miscellaneous $40. So that's a total of $470 there. So I did lower, some of those categories to kind of help with adjusting and pulling and trying to crunch the numbers and make it all fit. So, and then there's the denominations there that I have to pull the cash out. So next up is the sinking funds. So for sinking funds for this 2-week period will be Sam's Club 20, self-care 120, gifts 5, car maintenance 10, home maintenance 150. So this one, since I had the overtime, I needed to pay that. I had the pest control company come here and spray for bugs, cockroaches, spiders. I'm at this rental house. It's an older house, so I don't like bugs. So I did see a spider and a cockroach. So I wanted to make sure that I don't get those. They're not here. They don't stay. They don't get in my things, and I take them when I move. Like, I'm just no. Do not want those. So the guy came and sprayed, and he said I might see a couple, here and there within the next 2 weeks. But after that, I shouldn't see anymore and to give him a call back. So I did see a couple, but that's just within this last week. So hopefully it's less and less. And then, so I'm going to pay that with that as $150. It was a one-time thing, but I think if I seen more, he would come back, and I don't think I have to pay anymore. He'd come back and do like a second, but he said, I'm pretty sure I've got them. He took care of them. Anyway, then memberships 30, car tags 10, Christmas 100. I was able to put a little bit more in Christmas since I had the overtime, because that's going to be here. And then rent, look, $850. Because I had crunched my numbers here and pulled some things down, and then also I had the overtime. So that is going to complete me for the December rent. So that's awesome. Rent for December will be paid, and then I can focus on Christmas, because I want to build up just a little bit more for Christmas. Not a whole lot, but I want to build that up just a little bit more, and then I'll start back and get ready for the January. I'm working more overtime these 2 weeks as well to try to build that up and get ready for December, and then work on January's rent as well. So that was a total of $1,295 there. Okay, and so next up is the savings challenges. I had thought about putting some to the 100 envelope challenge, but I wanted to save for Christmas. So what little bit I need to save, a little bit more I need to save for that. So for the savings challenges, the 52-week challenge, I'm on week 45 and 46 for this 2-week period. So that's $95 because I roll up to the nearest 5. So it would be 45 and 50. So that's $95 there. And then the 12-month challenge, I dropped it back down to just saving $50 a month on that one. So it's $25 here. So that's a total of $120. I dropped that down because I'm worried I want to make sure that I make the rent. So, because I don't know how long overtime will last, and there might be a pay period. No, we don't have any. Next one we might, so I'm just going to do the minimum on that for now. And so here is the cash planning summary. So the total bills, the quantities, and then your cash totals. So, and then the grand total for all the cash that I'll be pulling out, $1,885. So now let's do a summary to make sure that we have a zero-based budget. So let's go back and look at the net pay. It was $3,108. Awesome overtime. And then in the bank was $1,223. And then the total cash withdrawn was $1,885. So now let's make sure, where's my calculator, that is zero. Oop, 3108 minus 1223 minus 1885. Yep, zero. I love how Missy's is just so simple like that. It breaks it down into your categories, but it's all these things in each category. And then you got those 3 categories and you're done. So I love that. Okay, guys, so that is it. That's my zero-based budget. I have given every dollar an assignment for this pay period. So thankful for the overtime and able to get that rent saved up. And let's do the Bible trivia. Go ahead and get that answered. Who created the universe and everything in it? It was dun dun dun, shocker. G. B. Oh my goodness, I can't speak this morning. B. Jesus is the Word of God that came as a man. Through the words God spoke, let there be. Everything seen and unseen was created. All things were created through Jesus and for him. So there's your references in Genesis, John, Colossians, and Revelation. So that's the Bible trivia for today. Okay, guys, so that's all for this budget. The next video will be the cash stuffing. I went to the bank yesterday and got the cash out, so I'm going to get all that stuff ready, and I'll just come back and do that video as well and get that knocked out for today, because later on today I'm going to my son's for our game night, and I guess kind of like my birthday celebration, but getting together with them, both my sons, my daughter-in-law, my youngest son has a girlfriend, so I've met her a few times. She's been around with us some, but this will be the first time she's been together like at a family function like this. So it's going to be fun. We have game night, and everybody's looking forward to it. My sisters, my nieces, my brother-in-laws, everybody will be there. So it'll be fun. Okay, guys, so I'll get off here, and I'll see you guys on the next one, which will be cash stuffing for this for the first week of this pay period. So until then, guys, I hope you find blessings in all the little things. Thanks.